Isaiah chapter 47, and since it is Sunday school, in school, what do? We make mistakes, right? That's why your pencil has an eraser on it. Okay? Now Sister Len, she doesn't use a pencil, she uses a pen with red ink. She does not make mistakes. Right? She works for the government, and the government does not make any mistakes. Is that right? No, it's not right. Alright. Isaiah chapter 47. Since this is Sunday school, we're gonna learn together. So go ahead and feel free to speak out. Okay? I want you to call me out when I'm wrong. Our brother talked about humility, right? Leading from God and prayer and also humility, diba? So I want you to humble me this morning and tell me if I'm wrong. Okay? It has never happened before. I've never been wrong before. I'm just kidding. Lighten up. Alright, it's Isaiah chapter 47. Isaiah says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel." So here Isaiah is calling, as he often does, he's calling down judgment. And here he's picked the virgin daughter of Babylon. He's calling down judgment. And he says, God is going to deal with you. He says, right now, you are tender and delicate. Right now, you act as if nothing can get to you. As if you're above it all. And here Isaiah is saying, God is going to deal with your wicked heart. And in verse number 2, he says, "Uncover thy locks." Now that's their hair. They would keep their hair covered, and they would put a head covering over their head as a sign of submission to God and to their husband. He says, I'm gonna rip that off of you. I'm gonna take it off. And then he says, "Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers." Now in here, he uses a couple of words in the next verse. He says the thigh. You know what the thigh is, right? It's part of the chicken, right? No. Okay. Not just the chicken. So the thigh is a part of your leg that's above the knee. And here, a lot of people, they want to know what is right and wrong. And they want a line to be drawn. And oftentimes, in the Bible, it's hard to find where a line is drawn. Like, for example, music. What is music that is pleasing to the Lord and pleasing to the flesh? What is music that is right and good and wrong and sinful? Somewhere we have to draw the line. Because we know that somewhere music is sinful. And somewhere we know that music is good and it does right. And it's hard to know where to draw the line. But we know we have to draw the line. And the topic of the Sunday school this morning is modesty. Christian modesty. And sometimes we, as Christians, we know that there is immodesty, right? And it's wrong and it's a sin. If you watch all the Hollywood movies, it does not take a genius, it does not take someone who's a genio to know that what is going on in the movie is a sin, right? It's immodest. And then it doesn't take a genius to know that somewhere you have to draw the line. And then in the Muslims, they have nothing but the eyes, right? You've seen that? Head to toe, nothing but the eyes. And even the eyes is covered with a net, right? So you've got to draw the line somewhere. You can go that far, where you just cover them with a blanket, cover your body with a blanket, or you go to the other side and just say whatever you want. God looks on the heart, after all. But we know as Christians, God looks on the heart. God also looks on the outside too. He looks on both. He does not just ignore what's on the outside. He also looks on the heart and on the outside. So here in Isaiah chapter 47, Isaiah is saying, is giving us a line in the Bible. It's helping us to answer the question, what is modesty? Where does it begin and where does it end? And here, he says the uncovering of the thigh, the part of the leg, above the knee, the uncovering of that, the showing of that part of the body. In verse number 3, what is the first thing he calls it? Nakedness. Okay? He calls it nakedness. If a person shows their thigh, the Bible calls it nakedness. Remember the Laodicean church in the book of Revelation? What did God say about that church? He called them what? He called them miserable. He called them blind. He called them lukewarm. And what did he call them? You remember? Revelation? Take a wild guess. We just read it. Thou art miserable, blind, and what? Take a guess. I won't laugh at you. And naked. He called them naked. He says this church is a naked church. Maybe it was figurative, maybe it was literal. Maybe they really were naked. Here in the Bible in Isaiah chapter 47, God says those who show their thigh are naked. You think that God was trying to flatter the church, the Laodicean church, when God called them naked? Was he trying to say, good job? No. Was that a congratulations? Congratulations. You are now naked. No. What is that? It's an embarrassment. It's a shame. It's a condemnation from God. That God will look upon us and say, you are naked. That would make me ashamed. That would make me embarrassed. And that's what God says. Says anyone that shows the thigh is like that Laodicean Christian in the book of Revelation. You're naked. What is the next word? What's the next thing that we find in verse number 3? Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. It's a shameful thing. God says, if you show your thigh, it is nakedness, and it is a shame. But where has our shame gone? Walang hiya, right? Walang hiya. There's no more shame. There's no more shame. We turn the TV on, and what's on there? People without shame. People who are not able, they are incapable of being able to feel ashamed. They can take their clothes off and they have no shame. And there's something wrong with that. And these daughters of Babylon, here God is saying, your problem is that you have no shame. You show your nakedness, you show your thigh, and there is no shame. Now, that's not a popular opinion in this world, as you know. That's not the popular opinion of those that go to church. That is not the popular opinion of those who go to Baptist churches. And even in the church, there is no shame. Now, the Bible does say that it's okay if you're swimming in a swimming pool, then it's okay to be naked and you should not feel ashamed. Right? Right. So what verse is that in the Bible? Voila. Right? So does that mean it's okay to be naked as long as you're in a swimming pool? No. It does not give an exception. It says, don't make a fool out of yourself. Don't shame yourself. Not just in church, but wherever you're at. When you're on the jeepney, when you're swimming, when you're with your friends, when you go to the mall. Have some shame. Here's where God says this is the line. And there's really not much debate about it. You really can't say, well, where does the thigh begin and where does it end? Everybody knows where the thigh is. It's above the knee. Alright? You can go ask your doctor. They have the little chart, right? With all the muscles and the bones and everything. If you don't know, go to the doctor and say, doctor, where is my thigh? Okay? It's not very much debate about where that is. Where it begins and where it ends. It's above your knee. If you can't find it, it's above your knee. Alright? The Bible calls it shameful. And it calls it nakedness. So, many ladies have gotten around it. And they say, well, I'll cover it. I'll cover it with skin-tight pants. As tight as their skin is. That's how tight it is. They can barely get it out. What is it that is about what is it that God does not, why is it that God does not want a woman, or a man really, but especially a woman, to show her thigh? Why do you think God says it's nakedness? Why do you think God calls it a shame? Is it because it's cold outside and they might catch a cold and get sick? Is that why God wants that covered? Why do you think? Sa tingin mo ba? Bakit does God want the thigh to be covered? Is it so you do not get sumot, a burn, sunog? Right? The hot motorcycle comes and glances off of your thigh. Is that why God wants the thigh to be covered? Why do you think? Huh? Yeah, from a guy. Because of guys, he said. He's a very deep thinker, right? Because of guys, right? Because what does it do? It encourages, it incites, it excites what? Sin. Lust. Okay? It's not that complicated. Why do the movie stars like to take their clothes off? Is it because they don't want guys to look at them? Because they do want guys to look at them. They do, right? That's how they make their millions of dollars, is they convince everyone that men want to see them, and they convince everyone else, men like looking at me, dress like me or undress like me, and they will want to look at you. It encourages fornication. It encourages fornication. So that's why God says it is a shame, and it is nakedness. Now what is it about the thigh that encourages fornication? Is it the color, or is it the line, or the design, the shape? Right, with men, when they lust, is that they're lusting after the color, or the shape? It's the shape, right? So, which one do you suppose? Just take a guess, okay? I won't make you raise your hand and embarrass you, alright? But which one do you think covers the shape of the thigh? Pants or a skirt? Skirt, right? Alright, if I'm wrong, just tell me, okay? I will not get mad at you. But in my mind, I'm thinking that we probably all agree that pants does not cover the shape of the thigh. A dress or a skirt covers the shape of the thigh. Right? That's not very controversial. What is it that excites lust in a man? The color or the shape? It's the shape of the body. So men go, oh, sexy, like that, right? What are they doing when they do that? Right? They're not talking about a color, they're talking about the shape. Okay? And here Isaiah is saying, if you want a textbook definition, if you want an actual encyclopedia, dictionary definition of what is modest, what is not modest, what is nakedness, what is not nakedness, what is shameful, what is not shameful. Where do you take your line, your pen, and you draw a line? Where do you do it? You do it right at the knees. You do it right at the knees. I know the ladies that work at SM, they have a uniform. So that's why the Bible says that if you work at SM, or if you work at Robinson's, then you are exempt. You get a pass, you have an excuse you can use before God. Aren't you glad that verse is in the Bible? Not in the Bible, right? Sometimes I don't know if you know I'm joking or not. Like, it might be in there, I don't know. Right? There's no exception for your work, right? If it's your trabajo, and if it's your uniform, and your boss says, I want you to wear something that shows the thigh, what would be a good word to tell your boss? No. Hindi. That's what you say. It's that easy. And guess what might happen? You might starve to death and die of starvation. Why? Because you cannot get a job. Because the only way to get a job is to sin. And so you don't want to be naked. You don't want to have that shame before God. So you decide, I'm not going to disobey God. I'm not going to sin. So I'm going to dress modest. Right? And so you go to your boss and say, boss, disobedience is always a sin. By always, I mean always. Always, always, always. If you get nothing out of this morning, get this. Disobedience is always a sin. I used to have people come and tell me, and I would talk to them about an issue. And I would say, this is what the Bible says. This is right and wrong. And I would get this response. Walang choice eh. Walang choice. Right? I have to. Walang choice eh. Guess what? You have the choice to say no and to choose death. If you think that by doing what is right is going to lead you to starving to death, and God is going to let you die a miserable, slow, painful death of starvation, if you think that God is going to let you do that because you decided to stand on what is right, should you do it? Yes, should. Even if you die, even if you starve to death, what is better? To sin or to starve to death a miserable, slow, painful, agonizing death? What's better? I will choose the death rather than choosing to sin, because it's a choice. You can never say, well, I'm choosing. You can't say that. You always have a choice. You might not like the other side. You might not like what that means for you, or for your finances, or for your career, or for your opportunities. You might not like that, but you always have a choice. And the same thing with dress. I've heard so many excuses on why a Christian lady is allowed to break the rules. They're allowed. Because they say, well, I'm a horse trainer, and I have to get on the horse, and to get on the horse, I can't put a skirt over my pants. Okay? They used to have old movies, a Western, right? Cowboy picks up a gun and shoots the guy off the horse, right? Old cowboy movies, the Wild West. This is back in the 1930s and 1940s. They had cowgirls too, and the cowgirls rode a horse. And you know what they rode a horse in? You know what they were wearing? A skirt. They did it. Sometimes I've heard people say, well, I can't wear a skirt because I have to wear pants because for safety issues with my job. It's just not safe to wear a skirt with my job. I don't see anywhere, I don't understand for one how it's a safety issue. Some people, they say, well, at the hospital for safety issues. I don't think it's a safety issue. And again, if you can't pick a certain career path, don't pick that career path. Right? And all of us men here, if we went to work tomorrow morning and our boss came and said to us, so new rule, you're going to have to wear a dress from now on, and lipstick and makeup. Okay? How many men here with a show of hands would say, yes, I agree, boss, I will come in with a dress, lipstick, and makeup? Go ahead, raise your hand in front of all of us so we can get a good laugh. Right? No one's going to do that. No man is going to do that. A man would say, I would rather die than look like a woman. I would hope. Right? And it goes the other way too. You can say, I will choose modesty. I will choose God over everything else. Over my career, over my job, over my very own life. So I know it's not popular. I know this is not what most people believe. This is not what most people teach. But this is what the Bible says. So the issue of modesty. And does that mean if a lost person or a new believer comes and is dressed immodest, what should we do? What do you think? We see someone dressing immodest, maybe a new believer, maybe a lost person. What should we as believers do? Stone them, right? We should kill them, right? We should push them off that balcony right there. Is that right? No, the Bible says, ye are, which are spiritual. Restore such a one in the spirit of meekness. Okay? That is bearing the infirmities of the weak. That's when, we talked about this Wednesday night, that's when a spiritual person says to a new believer, or a backslider, or a lost person, and says, rather than knocking you down, right? Why don't I take out my hand and say, let me help you. Let me bring you in this direction. Rather than chastise, rather than casting them down, bear their infirmities. We have to do it. All of us are in a different walk with God. All of us have different standards about personal things, about dress, about music, about any number of issues. What do we have to do? Does that mean we all have to get along and agree, otherwise we kill each other? No. If I see someone that's weak, I'm going to lift them up. I'm going to pull them in the right direction. I'm not going to say, well, I wish you were dead. Shame on you. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say, let me bear you up. Let me help lift your load. Let me help lift that weight so that you can be on a better path with God and have a better walk with God. Amen. But let's not ever say sin is not a choice. Disobedience is always a choice. The choice is yours. This is in the Bible. It's Isaiah chapter 47. I could have taken you many other places. We could have gone to the Garden of Eden. God, when He gave him coats, He didn't give him a skimpy bathing suit. Right? He gave him something. The Greek word in the New Testament means loose, long, and flowing. I don't see too much loose, long, flowing pants. Right? So we could have gone more, but this is just black and white. It's plain. It is what it is. It's not popular. It's not taught in most places. It's just taught in the Bible. So it is what it is. And the choice is yours. Amen.